was technically someday, you know. Zoom audience, am I audible? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
loud and clear.
We have
Awesome.
TM Korean Menace, TM
We have
Harley,
RDD,
yes.
Korean Menace, Victor,
TM. We had
and Ernesto.
Ashley Menace was in and then dropped out.
Okay, go ahead. All right. So welcome to another exciting meeting of Visionaries 754.
888-1.
What's that? 754.
888-1.
754. Y'all sound bad, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Of course, we
Following
stand on
leader.
time. It's great to see everyone here in person as well as on the Zoom platform. So without further ado, let's get into our business session. Do we have any late option excuses? I know there's a late excuse for TM Tomas Notes. Any more late option excuses?
Mr. President,
Recognize?
There may be a late excuse for our guest, Johnny.
Yeah.
She can't beat him yet. Technically. 2 more minutes.
All right. So we have a late excuse for Johnny.
Yes, Chanty is.
Sure. Any more late option excuses? Late option excuses going once. Late option excuses going twice. Close. All right. All club business.
Has the budget been proposed to the club and approved? Like we voted on it.
That would come under no club business.
Okay. It was
Or
presented.
our business. It was presented last week, actually.
Okay.
Under new club business. Any new club business? All right, so
Yes.
under new club business, so give or take, we have about 20 persons registered as paid members on the Toastmasters website for Visionaries 754 881.
Yeah.
So as a result, last week the budget was proposed to the club, sent within the WhatsApp group, and a poll is made for persons to vote if they are in favor of the proposed budget, which included the non-applicable dues as well as fundraisers. We needed a majority rule of opposition. So let's go up the list. In opposition, we had 0 opposed. We had 1 person voted for abstention. And we had a total of 11 persons vote for opposition. So again, as stated, out of 20 persons registered to stay on the Toastmasters website as of current majority rules being 11 out of 20. The budget that has been proposed for the 2023-2024 year is officially recognized.
Well, was it confirmed that those ones who voted were paid members? Like, or is it just people in the group?
Everyone who voted is registered paid members.
Okay.
Well, let me see the TM1
Don't worry about it.
So one moment as I can confirm something. TM will train to confirm this number. Tomas, since you're here, confirm if this person is a paid member real quick. So the number is 376-1890.
On the money. Just love me, keep it 100. Just like you, cause you funny, nigga.
Again, the number is 376-1890. See if you can fill that number, please.
Yes, he does. Toastmaster L. Robert Knowles definitely paid.
All right. So now that the confirmation has been made, with a total of 11 out of 20 votes needed, and the majority rule, the budget for the 2023-2024 year that has been proposed sent in the group for revision will be officially carried. All right. Do we have the minutes for last week and the week before last that was postponed? We'll go to that after our business.
Okay.
Under our business, a special thank you goes out to everyone who attended the International Coastal Cleanup Day on Saturday, hosted by Global Golden Island. And those persons include Toastmaster Daniel Jones, Toastmaster Shakina Cargill, Toastmaster Korean Wildream, even if you don't know. And finally, PTM
Linnea. Yes.
Those 4 persons showed up. One of them showed up with style, especially, and represented Visionaries. They talk about you, Mr.
Oh,
Represented Visionaries at the Coastal Beach, keeping up our annual touring service. Again, greatly appreciate what you did out there. There was a video sent in the group where we had a pile of bottles that literally was, if that wasn't at least 100 to 500 bottles, then I don't know what we did. But they did an awesome job tidying up the beach as well as showing off their and skills.
what are you talking about?
With that being said, as well as under our business, we have our good area director who is here for his official visit. So I invite him to the virtual physical lectern for his remarks in a brief moment. Anything else under our business? Under our business, it is September. It's almost the end of September. So who knows what that means? Two more will speak at once. Team Austin, what does that mean?
Happy Halloween almost.
What does that have to do with Toastmasters?
Dues are due.
Boom!
Dues are due.
10 points for the great TM William. Dues are due. So, this payment period is coming to an end, which means as October goes in, we are approaching another dues payment period. This will cover year October through March. As you know, dues are now $60 for 6 months, or $120 for the full 12. So remember, if you want to continue access to your pathways and other Toastmaster benefits that are on the website, please pay your dues. As well as it helps to add towards our goals for the year to continue to be present, distinguished Toastmaster. Wrong. I bet you be correct. So I guess it does go towards it. Anything else under our business? Under our business, how much did we raise for last week's fundraiser? As we give him a moment, any more of our business? Okay, let's stay good. All right, so we raised a total of $150 at last week's fundraiser. some items still to be paid out. But of course, they're on their way. Just like Amazon, due to bad weather, things something. Which that being said, Oakland business, Newport business, other business, going once, twice, close. Do we have the minutes?
September 6th. That's the earliest I see. Were minutes recorded last week?
Oh, yeah, she's here.
September 13th.
TMT
minutes.
Wait,
Hi,
wait,
hello.
so- Do you have the minutes for a week before last meeting?
The 13th.
Which would have been the 13th?
If I have the minutes, I write down minutes. Yeah, didn't I post it inside the executive group?
All right, do you care to read the minutes for the 13th?
You probably did, but I didn't see him. I didn't see it yet. I only see for the
Wait,
6th.
What minutes y'all meaning? Like the time, all that stuff? Or the
The minutes from last week.
The
I mean,
meeting.
for week before last.
the
You just were able to postpone for this week's meeting.
I have the one for week before last.
Okay, so we have to read both of the minutes this week.
Okay, yeah, we need last week's.
which one y'all which one y'all meaning? Because
September
I just-
13th, meeting minutes.
no, I mean in the date. You mean like the thing when you say
General,
6:30, this and happen, 7, da da da.
yeah, you know. Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
That's number 6.
And that lady did it
You
week
probably
before
did.
last?
No, last week.
Oh no, I didn't do last week.
Let's look at. We will look at. We look at the September 6th one in the interim. Could we hit the lights?
Yeah,
Daniel, you have last week on. I was wondering what y'all was meaning. Daniel has that on his laptop. And I
I'm
told
bringing
you
up
to
last
send
week.
it,
We need
Mr.
week before
Mr.
last.
President.
No. Yeah, the week before last straight. Hit the lights.
We need week before last.
It's up on the screen.
But they signed last week, so we take our fast home. Again,
Mr. President, if I may,
recognize.
I move that we have 1.5 to 2 minutes just to read the meeting minutes from September 6th.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay, cool. If this is not visible, if it is visible to everybody, take a few minutes to peruse. Minutes from September 6th. I'll scroll at a convenient time. One moment, please. All right.
So sorry to interrupt, right? This is for 6, right? Let me just make sure.
Yes, the 6th.
Yeah. No, because I was there, but I don't see my name on the virtual attendance.
Being
Being the secretary.
Charlie. Oh yeah, the virtual attendance.
Y'all are doing something there, Joe?
Arizona Main Street and do that.
Yeah. National anthem. Okay, cool. More card. Last Wednesday of the month, more card.
minutes should be up.
Yes, sir. And also, a quick reminder, the graduation Toastmaster walkout times at some point, well, we don't have the date here.
Alright, so any more things for the minutes? Updates need to be at 10 minutes.
Mr. President, if I may,
Acknowledge.
I move that we accept the minutes as amended, including Toastmaster Ministers' name for September 6th.
Is there a second? Alright, it's been moved and seconded. That we accept the meeting minutes for the 6th. Any opposition? Opposition go once, twice. Close. Alright, as for last week's minutes, which she checked on my laptop, and can't find. TMD.
Don't play like that, because I work hard on that.
What did you save the minutes under?
Minutes. And I told you that I needed that book too, to write the guest names.
Mr. President, if I may, once again, I move that we postpone the reading of last week's minutes until the end of this meeting. Just so we can roll into the meeting.
Alright,
All right.
any second? Who's next? Who's last week? You were the chairperson, right? Last week. You know? Well, this is that. Alright, since we move for second. Any opposition?
No, sir.
Go once, twice. Close. With that being said, I now yield the virtual and physical lectern over to our good Vice President of Education, the wonderful, the dancerific, the awesome Toastmaster, Tomas Knowles.
Good evening, everybody.
Right.
Good night. Oh, wow. And good evening, everybody. Today's theme is excellence. Excellence in what you do, excellence in what you think, excellence in how you're going to perform it, and execute it. So, in this excellence, we are going to allow our dear president to excel us and make us excellent and toward our future. Now he sees excellence himself. So help me bring up our dear president, TM Lamarin. Yes. TM, no haircut. Because you had an afro, now you have a haircut.
Don't remind me.
Look at that. Huh? Who is this? I want to know too. I want to know too.
That's the power of soap ads.
The power of soap.
Daniel Green.
Oh, we bring our dear president, TM Daniel Jones.
Captain, I just get up there. Hello, everyone. I thought so. All right, so welcome to another Visionaries Educational Chess session. Of course, I.
Yeah, video, you go. Yeah, video.
Okay, before I was really interrupted by the very doubts himself. Welcome to another good session of Visionaries 7.4 under the theme of excellence. Now, when you think of excellence, there's plenty of things that comes to mind. The awesome haircut, her awesome ripped jeans, and she sits behind everyone in her phone. Tim Hutchinson sitting there in that room by himself, being all antisocial, all in the name of excellence. But of course, we're not going to step on the foot of the fallen joke master, but I have an activity for you. When you ask someone, what does fair mean? Sometimes they say face everything and run, or they say face everything and rise. So today, as your chairperson throughout between session, I'm gonna ask you, based on one of the letters in the word excellence, choose a positive word that comes to your mind when you think of said word. And at the end, we're gonna put each letter together and make our own dictionary phrase on the word excellence. So E, who would like to go first? Recognize. All right. So let me get one more. X. One word comes to mind, a positive word, I think, when you think of the word X. And not the X we dumped last week.
Okay, so exhibit, the rapper exhibit.
Oh.
Creativity.
Yes.
You only have nothing.
One more, the letter C. To our Zoom audience, C.
Two relatives. But if you want to call her, I'll just take the night off then. Just let me know. But I can't say.
That sound like DTM. Our Zoom audience,
Take the night off.
who taking the night off and can I come?
I thought you get that was iPhone.
Oh, that was iPhone. Tim Dean, if you're there, give me a positive word that comes to mind when you think of the letter C.
Pardon me?
A positive word that comes to your mind when you think of the letter C.
Courageous.
Ooh, you read my mind with that one. So far, word for us. My keyboard for us. Okay. So
You're
far,
carrying to
we have E, excellent. X, excellent. And C, courageous. As we move forward, we're going to continue to build this list of words that spells out excellence and see exactly what message we have to take with us this evening. Now, before we continue with that, let us welcome our thought and joke master who sent us a video in the spirit of Toastmaster Antonia Smith. Who was too busy going her and is there her heels to focus on us.
Can we hit the lights? Jinx.
Where am I Chinese?
Now like cool down. Okay, find some like my role. Now, okay, now like cool down. Okay, find some like my role as the joke / thought master is to share one or two jokes or a quote or short thought related to the theme of the educational session with the club. So as we go on, one of my jokes from Bohemian TikTok, not Bohemian TikTok, I like them too, but it's from Bohemian Twitter, It's guess, you know, you could go on any type of Twitter, American, any Twitter, but it's just something about Bohemian Twitter. So this is my joke, not mine. If I like a a person, I automatically start spending money on him. How you cut that feature off? Not just a woman. So he replied back and say, go in settings, press brain. You could see sense, put that on common. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like since this topic is teaching, I feel as though y'all need to stop letting people swing y'all. Like, stop. Like,
Tonight, what you want me to do if I love the
every
movie?
day,
What you want me to do?
all day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Stop letting people swing y'all. And last but not least, my thought for the day is, if you had everything you desire, would you be happy? Because I feel like sometimes we forget about what all we accomplish, and we don't live in the present and realize that this is a moment we could pray for. So that's my question of the day for y'all to think about. Anyways, bye.
Thank you, virtual Chinese for that. Tim Smith. But like, what if I love him though?
I love him, man. I love him. He can have everything.
Like that
Oh my
conversation. That conversation can need to stay off a bit longer.
that a rough jam. That broke.
Like I mean, get my hair pulled once or twice more, maybe 1 or 2 more bruises. You know, I gotta make sure the left eye match the right eye. You gotta be like, I see you. Like that's what's gonna be off for a while. But I see this and I know. Hey, I saw a hand. 3 minutes. I can swear that I see. Ha ha. All right. I should have warned you on first. That was interesting. Something to really think about. I didn't know that you couldn't just go to your brain, find a console switch and turn it on. I thought it was an app that you had to download and just make sure it stayed updated.
No, that's for iOS 15.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
I still
we only on 12.
we get upgraded. I get this many more, so I get struggle. All right. See you much then. There you go. Awesome. Give me another word besides excellent or anything related to excellent. It's not excellence, but excellente. But give me another positive word that starts with E that you think of. Extraordinary. I know you still like, but I can figure it out.
Extra and ordinary together.
There you go, see you smart. I lost hair in my left nostril, so I couldn't figure it out. All right, Team Knowles. Look excited. Give me a positive word that starts with the letter L.
Lovely.
All right. Thank you. I want you all to realize you don't take this long when it's time for table topics, but when it comes to one word, you're acting like you're on the whole pageant stage, have to give your whole final speech. It's fine. Ooh. Stand up, let me hear you.
Leadership.
I love it. That's powerful. We only have 4 more letters. So gonna be after our lexicologist. So taking this L, and it won't be for lovely or leadership, but taking this L, and before I call them up, I just remembered I did not give the reward of the chairperson. Shame on me. You want the chairperson is basically to act as a host, guide the flow of the meeting from start to finish, and just help keep you entertained in between. With that being said, my job there is done. And your lexicologist taking this L. It's none other than our area director himself at Shiny Forehead, Mr. Dreamer himself, Toastmaster Shiny Forehead, aka Will Dream.
Good evening, ladies. Good evening, ladies and gents.
Good evening.
My name is Toastmaster Kareem Will Dream, and I'm your interim lexicologist for this evening. This was put together by Toastmaster Jaja Wallace, by the way, but she was unable to attend virtually. So, let's go ahead and get this party started. Change the music? Okay, one moment. Now, I'm going to change the slide first, and then I'm going to change the music. So, the word of the day is meritorious. Can somebody, oh, in fact, they have the definition right there. Honorable, commendable, honest an adjective. This song was automatically popped up, just instrumental, but hopefully that's a little bit better. All right. Word in action. These are some examples. Dedication, always learning. Dedication to always learning is quite meritorious. It is very meritorious of you to always be committed. Execution of the failed project was not meritorious. So it all needs to be replaced with meaning. Now, it's your turn. Like a little animation. Thank you. So, can we get some volunteers to use the word meritorious in a sentence, please? Don't all do it at first. First person. Toastmaster Tomas Knowles for pointing a hand. Read the word meritorious in a sentence. It's always honorable to be humble in a trouble situation. Pick that a little bit.
I could go next.
Yes, the next is Toastmaster Orly Dean.
The word is meritorious.
Yeah, so Toastmaster Knowles isn't done as yet. But anyway, he's done. Sure. Yes, go ahead, Toastmaster Dean. Can I get
Pardon me?
Camera?
Oh God. Y'all want to see me sweaty? That's what. Hold on.
Yeah, man, definitely.
No.
No shame, child. It's hot all around.
Okay.
I know Graham say, but I concur.
Okay.
I say it's all
The
around.
moment I heard the background music, I instantly said that was my husband. By thinking of that, I can say J. Cole is very meritorious.
She needs beaten. She needs beaten. Why could have been gospel?
That's right. How is he meritorious?
J. Cole is meritorious because he gives money away to children who is graduate and do good grades. I told him that I graduated, but he didn't reply to me back. But that's okay. He's still on the roster.
Uh-huh.
But he even rides a bike. He doesn't even own a car. As rich as you are, you don't own a car? But he gives advice to upcoming rappers and doesn't look at himself as the higher up. He just say, hello, good man. Rock my life. Yeah.
Understood. Thank you, Toastmaster Early Dean.
Yeah.
Well, since you ain't got no car, you could give him a ride in your new car.
What do you like?
It ain't gotta be licensed because J. Cole is a license, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Back to anybody else in the room. Our guest, would you like to give us? Well, you're almost not a guest anymore, actually. I can't predict. Give me your name one more time, please. Yes. Prospective Toastmaster Philip what? Hannah. Would like to use the word meritorious in a sentence.
The guy named said it now.
Yeah.
It is very meritorious to give
Okay. All right, can we have one more volunteer or more? Oh, yes, thank you. PTM Johnny Gentiles. Gentles. Yes.
That's a meritorious appeal. I was trying to be excellent.
One more volunteer, or we move on. If there, yes? All right, let's go right ahead.
Okay, so I'd like to give a meritorious mention to everybody who had a role but fulfilled it even though they weren't here.
Yes, absolutely. Because that's what excellence is about. With that being said, here ends the lexicology session. Thanks to Toastmaster Wallace one more time. And keep being great, guys. And see you next time. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's very meritorious how I cannot find the next class.
No, it's not.
Wouldn't it be this meritorious? Wouldn't it be this meritorious?
We're being positive in the name of excellence.
That was a positive.
Respect. No one, you be this thing. You won't run the tabletop pets. But that's fine. I got 2 more letters to fill before you come up. All right. I feel like sitting back there by yourself, you're so much to whisper in my ear. I don't want you to whisper in my ear. I want you to say it loud so the whole room can hear you. Would you understand now? I understand. So I can make you stand up there. But listen, you give me a word that begins with E.
Excellent.
We already have that. We already have that. I need the next word.
Stop it.
Okay, that works. Even sleepy, she still gave an awesome word. Team Austin, how wonderful it is to see you here, but it's so busy after a long day at work. I need a positive word that comes to mind and think of the letter N.
N.
Yes, N. You got your N, you got your N.
Wasn't a positive word that first came to mind.
It is how it added as an A. I got 2 G's.
I'm not gonna say that word, but I'm gonna say something else. The next word comes to mind is nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
Nice. Unless I cannot spell. So far we have E, excellent, X, exhibit, C, courageous, E, extraordinary, L, lovely, L, leadership, E, ecstatic, N, nice. Jesus, up there, only 2 more letters, unless I failed the English language. Which I believe I did it, so 2 more letters, and that is coming after our good 4-star stroke master, great system, virtual and physical lecture, with his awesomeness and occasional dark humor. And I'm not speaking about TM Hutchins, I'm speaking about Team TM Cloud. Would you play for it? He's not up yet, come on, continue. Any other magic box?
Okay, so thank you, my good President Lamarlin, as you provide your fireworks around the way, and you spray in the wrong way sometimes, because I am not the talk/Toastmaster, I am a tabletop.
Yeah, stop.
And the role of the Tabletopics Master is to give everybody in this meeting without a speaking role the opportunity to give a 1 to 2 minute impromptu speech on a topic based on this meeting. And I thought excellence. So simple, but so hard to achieve. So why don't I take it a step back? Because before excellence comes struggle. And the box when you go to size was literally just whispers. I made it box to it. So I figured in life you have some times where you're going to struggle, but at times you're going to struggle with, I'm going to say, with peace and prosperity. So what I have here is some struggle food, and I would like to give you a volunteer to see how you can use struggle food to help you get further on. Like the dollar menu. Actually, I will tell you and I'll see who might figure it out the test. Okay. So, like for instance, one of my favorite things about social media, I right. Yeah. Okay, so this would like to take on listen to me. Listen to me. Oh, the silver. Yeah, so it's talking about the local brand, conference, bread. Listen to me and listen to me. Just simple, sometimes sweet, sometimes hard, sometimes soft. And see, safe for so many times. But my belly is hurting. This with some tea.
saved me so much. When I needed something quick, which place to cook, this was some peanut butter. If I could afford it, save me so much. This simple loaf of bread. One of the most versatile things you will ever come across. Because no matter how hard you struggle, this right here, let's go with that. I present to you the hot dog bread. The hot dog bread. The French toast. The dipping cracker when you want to be fancy. This jacket, put a banana. This jacket. Sandwich. Wait, what? This number right here. Trust me. They say a picture to say 1,000 words, but this thing right here can do 1,000 things. You don't know struggle. I tell you why to take 2 slices and tell the first bread, the last bread. Tell you why to take 2 slices of these wonderful things and share it. Everyone gets a quarter. Like where you live. I don't have a yes.
I know, right?
That's where you got from.
Okay, or the Toastmasters. So, like I said, I ate a bread sandwich. And if you just ate the first and last piece of bread, the one in the middle, and you waited long enough, it actually should taste so tiny you can almost taste the meat. That is the kind of struggle. I believe that brings us to a level of excellence. So, yeah.
Yeah, you can put my comments on.
Oh, that's right.
Why is the bread sandwich?
You give it enough time to solve this up. Something like it will be closer, something in one area here. I put the home. 2 years struggled on bricks.
Well, I hope you ain't eating them raw.
White,
That's white.
So,
I love white.
So, you know, all right.
Okay. Hello. White bread. White bread. Okay, I tell you a lot of this. Give us one more. Wow. Wow. Growing up, I had the basic working parents who ain't got no time. So, make me breakfast in the morning. So, they did the next best thing. They pull up by the Garrett's breakfast time and buy me breakfast. Sometimes the breakfast was a Google, sometimes a book. But when I learned to cook for myself, this was me. I can make yellow, white, brown, red recipes eat either one. I can make any kind of recipe. The mom, you should know. You should know. This, the south side, it takes fun. You know when you come home from that drunk night, and nothing in the company but tuna and grits. Listen, quick slam by me. That's get on one. Serious angle. This is serious angle. What you? Yes, Rachel. Serious. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it.
Thank you so much for that. I now have a new reason to buy grits. I had no idea.
Tell it to anytime also. Imagine you coming from a town night. You got a serious angle. Mom, you cook some tuna and grits or either side. You don't got to stop no stove. You got no stove in. Or got no change. Or you go up. Turn over after the water top or the butter and more. Put the butter and water more.
Yeah,
Then turn the low, then turn the pot, top the bread. All you gotta do is mix it, make sure I don't get none.
Okay. Order of the day, Toastmasters. Today, I got the next one. Okay, so I got another struggle food that I used to eat by itself all the time when I was at least 5 years younger. I used to eat this by itself. And depending on the night and how fancy I was throwing whatever I had on the fridge.
Why do you think that you go to the children, I call it you know,
Nice.
no.
I used to make fried rice all the time.
Right,
So,
my rice and all that.
yeah.
I see that might be a struggle meal and I'm off. I see it. Huh? Robin. That's the
You're sure that egg will be able to start here.
Oh, yeah.
No. Yeah. That's
Exactly. I'm so worried.
I know. Y'all thought I'd come up here for the struggle. So let me tell you about it, right? Now, I will tell you about I started off making jobs, right? But my rice journey really started with parboiled rice, you know?
Amen.
I have to be honest, when I was really learning how to cook, and I definitely couldn't make jasmine rice or long grain rice. So I started off with parboiled rice, which you said and forget it. So my struggle meal of choice was white rice and tuna. Steam the tuna. You know, I was really getting inside. When I got a little better, I started making white rice and corned beef. You know, I got me better at that. And I, just getting that age, start talking to myself and stuff like that. So I offered one. So like, right?
How was it up?
Mom, don't tell me. Well, he tried for it, right? He gave me a so, what did you call me? Oh my God, I was there. So that's where the problem started, right? Yeah, when I cook one next time, and what you think I cook? Why rice and coffee? So he made a comment to me, is that all you could cook? I lo and behold, that's all I could cook. Big round, and I had the round in my leg, I couldn't cook, but I had to tray, I like that, that's what I did. So afterwards, that didn't go anywhere, of course. I didn't know anything. But I also started cooking jasmine rice. And me getting into jasmine rice, I wouldn't say it started out with talking to a fellow. He made fun of me cooking my parboiled rice.
So I had to get into long green and jasmine rice. And now I can cook a good jasmine rice. From practice, if you showing me and you're
Spaghetti and meatballs, beefaroni, ravioli. That was.
ravioli, right? Okay.
I got the claws, I got the plastic ones with the spaghetti and meatballs. That was one of my favorites growing up. That was on my regular rotation. Stock right up in the cupboard. I still in the cupboard right now. This right here. This right here. Put this in one bowl. Put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. And it was straight. Now, if you put it in a plastic bowl, that bowl will get stained.
Yeah.
So you gotta wash out with some bleach and hot water. So come on. But now when you put it in glass bowl, you can't, but when you can't let the rest of the stay too long, it gets sticky. You gotta scrub that off. But this right here, spaghetti and meatballs. This is on my reservation. If I read all meant to eat, like nowadays, I'll probably go down too. But I have to have 2 when you I 6'6" pointed 5 on. Like y'all have like that. He just but yeah, this right now. Even though I mean I eat this brown before you, but I first did one chef, but I didn't consider it.
You remember the white yarn?
No.
It was a different brand of spaghetti. You go to
The only spaghetti they don't gonna rain. But
Oh, it was a blue can, superiority. Yeah, they was a thing, superiority. It was on the blue can. There's a white. They used to have the million.
I know the big toe as well. Yeah, Kareem should be available probably. Yeah, they can't carry on, but they can do it.
I'll take it over.
I'll take it over.
I already get your bread.
I have a plan for that, but would anyone in the virtual audience like to handle ramen noodles? Would anybody in the virtual audience like to talk about this?
I can try. So we're just basically talking about our experience in ramen noodles. You know that made it, by the way.
Before you start, we having difficulty hearing you for a minute. Just give us 1 minute.
Okay. I can give you. Okay.
Go.
Go ahead.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to understand exactly what I'm doing. So we just talking about experience with ramen noodles, or
Okay, so
Mute your microphone.
okay.
Might mute.
okay, so Kareem, the point of this is before excellence.
For some reason the audio is breaking up. I couldn't quite hear you.
Mic check. Okay.
Okay. You're good now. I was saying I missed that part.
Okay, so Kareem, the point of this is before excellence, you went through some struggle, and I wanted to bring up some struggle too to talk about what struggles you went through before you achieved some level of excellence. So the struggle food I'd like you to talk about is ramen noodles.
Oh, okay. Sure. There you go. Okay, so let's make sure. All right. So yeah, before we all got to big fancy meals and going out and buying this and buying that, I'm sure all of us like me, we grew up with the ramen noodles. I mean, it was like something that you could find almost any house, especially if you know at the end of the day, you and your friend or you and your cousin or so and so, they didn't really have like that to be buying chicken breasts every day or to be doing stuff like keto and stuff like that, right? So with the ramen noodles, that was basically something that you could just throw on the stove, have for lunch. And even though, sometimes it's be a little shame when people come over to show it, at the end of the day, that ramen noodles was a belly full. Trust me when I tell you that, because with the ramen noodles, let me tell you, you could make that into a gourmet meal, believe it or not. Because with the ramen noodles, I mean, if you create like me, or like some people say weird like me, you could add sausage, you could add eggs, you could add almost any kind of meat to the ramen noodles and just have fun with it. I mean, even though back then, like, everyone used to be showing off with just a nut for lunch. At the end, I used to be glad with my ramen noodles, because with the ramen noodles, you just could, I mean, go to town on it. And to me, making that ramen noodles used to make me feel like Chef Boyardee, because ain't nobody could make the ramen noodles like me. So I used to show off with my ramen noodles sometimes too, because it's like I could tell people I cooked this, even though at the end of the day, that wasn't nothing to talk about. When you're young and you know how to cook much, it's a big deal, okay? So that ramen noodles really was one of the things that, I mean, it was a staple. Thank you. Hope you guys were able to hear that just now.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Kareem. Now, to determine who's going to win the pack of ramen noodles, I want to see who could guess closest to the price of what I paid for that pack of ramen noodles.
76 cents.
$1.
Another guess?
85 cents.
What was the question?
I said, how much did that pack of ramen cost?
What's that on all ramen?
What's
60
cents?
cents.
Yeah,
Which
how much?
brand is it?
Wait a minute.
75 cents.
60 cents.
Congratulations. Yeah.
That's the expensive brand.
60 cents?
No, that's the tan brand. I don't like this. I like the yeah.
Okay, anybody else on the virtual platform?
Victor, are you audible?
Let me see, 85 cents, I think, between 85 cents and $1.
Okay.
Oh, he pulled up the OG.
Okay, so now the juice of life. When our lovely guest like
The OG.
Yes.
That's it.
This and a cup of 2 cups of sugar.
No. Hey, cup. 25-cent cup.
1 to 2 cups of sugar in this.
That's it.
Yes.
Like, you don't get that. You don't stop. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you when to stop. You don't have to anything.
Order of the day.
All right.
Okay, so my experience is probably going to be a little bit different than other people. So growing up, I wasn't allowed to dye my hair when I was younger.
Oh, yes, I remember them.
Yes, I wasn't allowed to dye my hair or anything. I was color and art. So I tried to think. I said, this is the first hair dye that I ever had. It did different stuff. I mean, the shoots and all that. But, being a young girl and I'm standing and clean.
What are you doing there?
Do you by chance remember the flavor that you used, the first one?
I guess so.
Oh, you have to remember, this is Kool-Aid. The colors, the flavor's red.
It's red. It was red.
Yeah, because that flavor is just sugar.
And actually, it made me have some nice.
Yep.
That was the added
She's like, really done now?
Okay, so before we reach a level of excellence, we each were at some form of struggle, and I hope this exercise shows you a little bit more about how further each of you came. Before I actually end this, would anybody like to guess how much all this stuff actually costs?
Very expensive.
One loaf of bread.
Yeah, I totally want to know that going even.
One loaf of bread, one jar of rice.
$40.
One dog around and rice.
Yeah, oh.
Yes, it was 6 items.
One
Yes, it
word.
was.
Oh,
Say, probably 10, 50.
No.
725. Around.
Hold on, cool question.
Yeah.
Oh, can you repeat the question again, please?
Oh, how much did all this cost?
No, you gotta add that on to that.
Mm-hmm.
25 cents.
Okay, so it.
Around.
15 and 14.
What store did you
Yeah.
go to?
Which one did you go to?
Extra value.
Oh, well, so 10 something, 11 something max.
They're almost 5.
Yeah. My entire table topic session cost me $14 exactly. My name is Toastmaster Kyle Edwards, and you call me at
At least it didn't cost you $20. I must say, the struggle was real. We are excellent now, but he reminded us just how far we have gone. Maybe don't have to see that again until later. Because I'm sure some of us now, we say we living good, but that's only 2 days after we get paid. The other 28 to the other 12 days after we done ball out after paying payments, we know about that whole eating noodles, your tea.
It's gardening.
We not garden expensive when you can start up.
Oh man.
You know, you buy that 3 noodles for $1.50 or something, you know. We know the struggle until payday. And you treat yourself to one good meal, and the bill collectors treat yourself to the rest of your meal. We're excellent now. And in the name of excellence, you're too quiet and you'll see. Keep your mind on. I can't hear you sit enough. I just hear a positive word that begins with the letter C. I cannot hear you sitting down. I lose hair in my left nose. Karen. Tia Menace.
Yes.
You have the most important job of tonight. You must give me the final word of our experiment. The letter E. You cannot use excellent. You cannot use extraordinary. And you cannot use the static. Give me the letter E. A positive word that starts with the number E.
Okay, that's easy. I'll say exuberant.
You're not paying attention.
No, I'm paying attention.
Okay, so my word is exuberant.
Ooh,
You guys heard that?
can I have a definition?
Sure, exuberant means someone that's full of energy, excitement, or enthusiasm.
Exuberant.
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 I got exuberant. All right.
Mhm.
1, 2, skip a few, 4, 5,
Mm-hmm.
10. So we have 10 words right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the Visionaries definition for excellence goes as follows. E, excellence.
She shouldn't get away with that word.
I swear.
Show of hands who think she should give a different word.
Yeah.
Show of hands who think that Ashley Miller should give a different word
I think
for
it's
E.
excellent in that.
She came on, don't be shy, she's not gonna beat you up. You can raise your hand, it's fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4,
All right, we get
5,
majority.
6. Well, that's majority. I need the word
Yes. You can't use excellent, you can't use like exuberant, you can't use ecstatic,
You gotta use extraordinary.
extraordinary.
What I can use?
You cannot use excellent, excellence, exuberant, extraordinary, or ecstatic.
My word is exhilarating.
No.
You can't use that. You know,
Nice try, nice try.
That's no, come on. And stop giving them words. TM knows, I heard that. She cannot use that again now. Thanks,
I can't cheat.
because you whispered in the air, I heard it. That's cheating.
I was well.
Yeah, don't cheat in my classroom. Come on, I believe in you. Okay. Where is the donation? All right, so we shall accept that. Now, like empowering is something, you know. So, Visionaries' definition for excellence goes as follows. E, enabling. X, exhibit. C, courageous. E.
Oh, that's so close, y'all.
So y'all think you should teach exhibit dog?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Unique.
Show of hands.
There was this one original word. Let him keep it.
It didn't even work out. So
Show of hands who think you should teach exhibit. Y'all made her change excellence. So show of hands who think you
Because
should
the
teach
word was
exhibit.
already.
I mean, can I?
Turn up.
We need one more hand,
No.
and here's a change exhibit.
No.
One more hand.
Actually, you want to get your hand up? Oh.
That is 6.
All right.
Change.
Yeah.
X.
Okay, so first of all, I chose exhibit because that man is excellent.
No, baby. Yeah, but they both should change it, so you can change it. And X is one of the most difficult words to find.
Yeah.
Hey Google, give me a positive word. X.
The first thing the first thing over this.
Actually, it's. That's not
Senile.
That ain't even a
Friendly,
word.
hospitable. Sinner dash. Pick what it is. You got 3 options. In 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. I give him 3 to choose from.
Is xylophone? Xylophone's an instrument.
That's what I'm saying. What is it?
But hey, he got some right there.
I gave him 3. Only thing I have to do is choose one. X. Yeah, X Factor.
I'm like
There you go, X Factor.
X Factor is a word?
A unique X Factor, a unique or special quality that sets someone apart.
Okay. Enabling X Factor.
Hey. At least you said an X stream. All right, let's try this again. So visionaries are enabling X Factor, courageous, extraordinary, lovely, leadership, ecstatic, nice, caring, and exuberant.
Okay.
We created a whole sentence to show what the meaning of excellence is. And it don't sound too bad. I believe that is meritable.
Meritorious.
Meritorious. So you all deserve $100. That's not gonna come out of my wallet, but on payday, you deserve to treat yourself to $100. And then each of you can put like $5 to treat me. Because teamwork makes the dream work. But with that being said, it is now time for our prepared speeches. Speech. And the reason why he is wiping his forehead is because he knows that he is the first main speaker for tonight. And he figured he didn't catch that. And he knows I'm talking about him. Sitting there with his leg crossed, ready. He's like, nope. Please help me and welcome in our first speaker, speaking from so he doesn't know that off the air. But the theme of his speech is the art of building a dream home on a budget.
If he was on his own,
$5.
share screen if you want.
But
No.
but help me welcome our good Sergeant at Arms, our first speaker, the awesome, the talented, the Black Hulk himself, Toastmaster Alonso. I'm speaking first. He said 3 minutes or 5 to 7 minutes.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Well, I'm ready for you. Is it 4 to 5? So 4 to 6 minutes then before you go.
Icebreaker? Yeah, 4 to 6. Yes.
Whenever you start.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Picture this. You started constructing your home. The foundation is complete. The walls is erected. The roof is on. But now the contractor is telling you windows and doors will cost you $18,000. The cabinets, $20,000. The flooring, $15,000. But in your budget, you only estimated $65,000 to complete the remaining stages of your home. In the construction industry, this is a very common occurrence. Homeowners returning to lending institutions requesting an increase in their mortgages because they did not anticipate the high building costs. Or contractors just not being able to complete their houses after spending an excessive amount of money. So tonight, my audience, I will teach you the art of building your home within budget. After this, you will be able to manage the construction of your home and stay within the anticipated budget by following these 3 simple steps. First step is the planning stage. Write down every activity that is involved in the construction of your home. So for someone that isn't a professional in the industry, this would be very hard. So I would suggest going to a professional, a consultant, or somebody who is very experienced in the industry. I know in order to do this, you first have to basically know the steps. So here's an example of my first investment home on the steps that I took. Okay, so before I started my first investment property, I basically wrote down every step that would be involved in the construction. So first, can everybody see? As good as possible. That ain't on.
Oh.
Turn it off.
Turn itself off.
Keep talking now.
Okay, so.
Oh, you got to start over.
No.
Okay, so basically, in order to start a construction, constructing your home, you first have to prepare the land. So with that estimate, that was $11,000 for me. And then you have to install utilities. So utilities would be 1,000 each. And with my first investment property, it was a triplex. So each water meter was $700. So with each step, you would basically avoid many of the surprises that would be involved in construction. So say for instance, one of the surprises that I experienced was my building size was too big for my lot. So I couldn't use a backhoe. So now I had to rent a mini excavator from Caterpillar. That ended up costing about $1,500. Second step is to research the material that is best for each stage. This activity is very important because by rule of thumb, material costs accounts for 50% of construction. And if you can save thousands of dollars, why not? So say for instance, like I say, when I decided to build, I decided to use metal studs and sheetrock instead of block on my interior walls, because with block, a mason, you have to hire a mason to lay the block, to brand the block, the surface. And this means that with the electrical, you have to cut the block in order to install the electrical. So with metal studs, you literally just have to maneuver the wires inside the wall and close it up and be done with it. From my experience, choosing the right material saved me, in that instant, $10,000. My first building was 3,200 square feet. If anybody knows, 3,200 square feet is a good sized building. So picture 3,200 square feet, and you have to install tile in each unit. So with each unit, average a tile will cost about, say, $110 a box, and each box only can cover about 11 square feet. So basically that cost would run you into about $18,000 just for tiling. So what I've decided to use when I build, I use luxury vinyl tile. So with luxury vinyl tile, it's basically, this is an example of luxury vinyl tile. It looks like hardwood flooring, but it's basically hard plastic that you can literally peel and stick to the ground. And that can give you about 10 to 15 years. You gonna get your money back. So by doing this, luxury vinyl tile saved me about $8,000. For those that does not, and the last step is to pick the ideal person to do the job. Just as lawyers, doctors, bankers are equal, so are tradesmen in the industry are equal. So spending the time to know the person that you're hiring to do the job by getting verbal references or looking at their past work can be very important. In the field of construction, your work speaks for you. So someone cannot tell you that they can do something if they don't have any proof of them doing it. So for some people, your home is the biggest investment in life. So spend the time on the back end to save you money and time on the front end. And with doing these 3 simple steps, you'll be well equipped to take on your dream home by the horns and save you time and money. Thank you.
I ain't got no money.
Hey, you wish you could hide something was excellent.
No, he was.
To draw a crowd to the establishment. No, just for that. Give me 3 of the 10 words that we've added to our meeting for excellence. See what you say.
Extraordinary. Yes.
Okay. Same notes, give me 3 more.
Lovely leadership.
Yeah, all good.
Keep standing. Not the same 3.
No, the three from the ones we chose.
Oh, 3 from the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, since you have so much to say, give me 3 more.
The same thing?
Give me 2 more. That was not what they said though.
Leadership?
He said that.
Oh my god.
Give me M. Give you one to see this.
Courageous, is that one?
Okay, that's 1. No, oh, 6. Give me the next thing.
Enabling,
Mm-hmm.
and,
Clearly she can't read this. And clearly you can't whisper properly.
oh, nice.
So remember, it's inside those that good. Enabling, X factor, courageous, extraordinary, lovely, leadership, ecstatic, nice, caring, and exuberant. Very exuberant. But she take her seat. When she sit down, the person next to her will stand up.
Yes. For the general evaluation.
Exactly right. So help me welcome to the virtual physical lecture, our general evaluator, the big dancer and singer himself, especially in members of his system, because he knows how to have a good time. I'm speaking about my VPE, your VPE, his VPE, Toastmaster, Tomas. No.
Good evening, everybody. I'm your general evaluator for this evening's session. The role of general evaluator is to critique aspects of the picnic session. I will go as follows. Can I have the chairperson stand up, please? If you enjoyed T.M. Jones' session as the chairperson, please give him a round of applause. Thank you, T.M. Jones, for being our chairperson. It was an interesting take on for us to define excellence by giving one word to each letter of the word excellence. So I'm glad that you incorporate that inside the chairperson, and it doesn't necessarily take away from the topic. So thanks so much. We'll see you again.
I think I'm
Can I now have our partner Toastmasters in here? But can Team August
was very excellent, and so was the thought. I will just like to move on to the list. I feel And the thought would be more impactful if said certain. So if you can improve on those two things, that would be great for the next time. Outside of that. Okay, that's my review. So you probably
Now, can I have our psychologist stand up, please?
Yeah. Shiny forehead.
Thank you.
At least we got a forehead.
Well, thank you so much for your psychology session. And the word merit.
Meritorious.
Thank you so much. When I first saw it, I did not pronounce it. Thanks so much for the word. If you enjoyed the study session, please give a round of applause.
To Toastmaster Wallace.
Yes, because you were.
Yes, she made it.
Good. So thanks so much for presenting her presentation. I'll put a word and also taking on the rule at short notice. And although it's already prepared, so it's just delivery. So thanks so much for doing that, and I hope to see you here at lecture.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, now our 10 topics.
Yeah.
But this, I'm going to ask T.M. Hutchinson. Yes. See, I'm going to tell our session.
As usual, Roger, spent table talking session. I appreciate it is very meritorious that you went out of your way to purchase goods for your fellow Toastmasters. Thank you, your table talking session. That you incorporated the theme of that service. How you use how you can distinguish that without the struggle to reach the point of excellence. At that point across, like using struggle is a very creative way in portraying that message. So this is the very end. To get rights. I regrets. It was very rather than it was God, it was your attitude. It was just it was struggle with it.
I love it.
So personally, I don't want to look forward to
I agree with the by the way. Thank you so much for being here. Now, can I have our first speaker? I'm going to ask Tim Wildrian. See you, by the way. This week.
All right. See, I get out of hand. What way? Oh. Okay. Well, Toastmaster Austin, thank you for. This is your icebreaker speech, but this is not your first time giving a speech, right? The first one may have been in the debate, potentially. So, anywho, but thank you for giving your first speech on the Pathways program. Now we have you listed and you're now on your way to completing your first path. So thank you for telling us a little bit about yourself, right? At least in the facet that you were telling us about your experience while building your first building project, right? So it was informative. You gave us great insight into some of the things that were needed and some of the things that you encountered while doing it. those unexpected experiences where you thought everything was accounted for until they hit you on the back end, but oh no, now you basically doubling, tripling what you would thought initially. So now, thank you for sharing your experience with us, being vulnerable and open to even talk numbers, because that's a whole another different thing. You might say, "Oh, you making that kind of up now?" So, not only were you able to share, you were also able to potentially tap into our imaginations for those who have not yet built anything. So, thank you for sharing that. Now, of course, there's always room for improvement, as we know. And there are a few things that might be able to take what you have and raise the level, right? So maybe starting out with a way to get us thinking or imagining our own home at first, right? Imagine you being inside of your dream home. You get your nice central air, this and that. Paint a picture where we could think about ourselves in a dream home. But then the contractor says, this is how much it's going to cost, right? So we dream about the home and then reality hits us. And then you could say, that's what happened to me while I was building my home. So sometimes being able to start it with a thing to engage our minds or a nice story could help to just make the whole thing more palatable. So that's one consideration, some anecdote to begin. And then also, I know that we have some technical difficulties, etc. But the better you know your speech, the better you're able to work around things that may be happening. So if something doesn't work and it doesn't show, you can still flow. So if this happened to cut off, then would you still be able to flow and give a cohesive speech? Not a question to answer now. But knowing your speech better will definitely help you to be able to deliver it a little bit more impactful with a little more impact. But with those two things being said, great speech. Thank you for the level of detail and the effort that you put into crafting it. I look forward to seeing you again. And those one little two tweaks will take your speech to a whole another level. So thank you again, Toastmaster Austin, for bringing what you have to the table.
And also to add on to Nugget,
Yes.
for when it comes down to technical difficulties and you want to show something, you can always screenshot it and send it to the group. Majority of us are inside the group to see it. And also for people who are not inside the group, you can share with them, chat also to see it also. Something that you want to flow with your speech, so you can show us. There's something you want to show, but you couldn't show it.
Yeah.
So it's like you can screenshot it in the group. You can see it.
I know that's gonna happen.
You know, instead of you stopping, figuring out what to do, and come back.
But that was a mishap. So
It doesn't happen often.
yeah, it don't happen often. Yeah. So don't worry about it.
That's something I said that's in case of, you know, you never know what happen. Thank you so much.
Especially when people teach your room.
And
Again.
we go by itself.
We gotta come earlier, so. But thanks again. That's my
Thank you so
stuff.
much to your Austin for this. Now can I have the
Everybody on to roles, I am a librarian, this is the librarian report. The role of the librarian is to acknowledge and correct crutches, dialect, use, any form of language.
There you go.
I already did. Okay. To make a grammarian, to make record record of the incorrect grammar used in the meeting and provide corrections while recognizing those who use the word not correct. name of the day correctly in the meeting. Okay.
Yeah, first try. Only better be on my list.
TM Daniel Jones, president. Your sentence, you was live. I think it would have been better said, you are a liar.
Yeah. Yes.
TM Antonia
Smith. Yes.
I ain't gonna lie.
Uh-huh.
I am not going to lie.
Yeah.
That's the worst way to put it. TM Jones used the word of the day. TM, what you say use the word of the day? I know, I'm just laughing.
I will now have the AMCON report. The role of the AMCON is to make note of members who serve speech practice, non-literal repetitions, and pause fillers for the educational session. I have one from PTM Bean, one from TFK.
Don't worry.
Here ends the AMCON report. You call me anytime.
Was he on the list?
Go your friends.
We are to help each other.
We
Now,
are the
on
ones.
to the timers report.
Yes. By
TM minutes.
yes. Okay.
Hi, good night, everyone. Yeah.
Hello.
Sorry. Good night. Lovely to see y'all again. Sadly, not in person, but okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm the timekeeper for the tonight. My job is pretty simple, and it's to time the meeting from start to finish, as well as time certain segments in the meeting, such as table topics, the speakers, and the evaluations, etc. Okay, so let's go on our list. So our chairman, President TM Daniel Jones, he took a total of 19 minutes and 45 seconds. Thought Joke Master, TM Antonia, she took a total of 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Lexichologist, TM Kareem Wildream, took a total of 6 minutes, 43 seconds. Our Table Topics Master, TM Kalal, took a total of 5 minutes and 41 seconds. And okay, moving right along into our table topic session. The first speaker for our table topic session, which was Daniel, took a total of 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Our second speaker, 3 minutes. Third speaker, 2 minutes and 52 seconds. Our fourth speaker, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. Fifth speaker, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Our sixth speaker, 2 minutes and 50 seconds. And our speaker for tonight, TM Alonso, took a total of 7 minutes and 54 seconds. Our general evaluator, TM Tamars Knowles, and our general evaluation session took a total of 10 minutes and 35 seconds. And finally, our grammarian took a total of 2 minutes and 13 seconds.
Time now.
And the time now is 8:24.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank
you. Here ends the general evaluation session. You can call me at any time.
So music though. All right, so if you enjoyed tonight's very random education session, make some noise. I know who going home tonight to go make a sandwich. I know who going home tonight to make some noodles. I know who going home tonight to put down rice and make up and simply go cook a sandwich. She's too tired to cook tonight. I know who says the wrong brand of soup When his belly growl, 12 o'clock at night, who can either be warming up in the microwave or warming up in the stove, waking everybody up in the house? But of course, all good things must come to an end. Like some of these girls have just.
What?
Being said.
You know,
pleasure.
you know, ends there to end.
It's a pleasure to be a chairperson for tonight. Of course, I must now yield virtual physical lecturing over for the final time to our good Vice President of Education. What?
No, you're going to back. Oh, you're back. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here for our meeting this evening under the theme Excellence. If you enjoyed this evening's session, again, just applause.
Yeah! I'm not glad.
Thank you so much for being with us, and I hope that we continue to be excellent and
Meritorious.
Meritorious throughout our whole rest of the evening, and also our life. We good. So thank you again, and now I'll leave the going back to our dear president, T.M. Jones.
That's me.
Mr. President, if I may. Mr. President, if I may.
Acknowledge.
We would like to also present the ribbon for Toastmaster Alonzo's icebreaker speech. And potentially considering that that's still not missing that's
Yeah, that's the announcements now.
All right, cool. Go ahead. And the time is 8:27.
Anyways, before we get into announcements, I'd now like to yield the lecture over for a few minutes to our good area director, who will come with his official remarks, such as this, his official visit to Visionaries.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody, once again. In the interest of time, I'll keep it very short. Excited to be here. This is my current year as the area director for our area. Those Visionaries, Achievers of Excellence, Bahama, living in this, and then our Persuaders, and San Salvador Explorers. So it's a learning experience for me. Taking on leadership at different levels now. I will tell you that I was very apprehensive in the beginning. It took me 2 months just to start doing the actual work, right? But after you get started with the thing that's hard, it gets easier. Then you can continue to progress and start enjoying the journey. As somebody said to me yesterday, "Oh, you finally enjoying the journey?" Yes, I'm finally just starting to enjoy the journey. But that's what this whole thing is. Doing the hard things so that you can start enjoying the journey. So I just want to encourage everybody to continue taking on more and doing more and bringing more of your interests into here so it isn't so disjointed. So things start to become concentric, cohesive. Cohesive. Thank you, and that's more to come, but announcements will come later on in terms of what dates come for the area. All right.
Oh, wait. Before you go, stand there. Stand there.
All right, go ahead.
These socks, though.
Yeah, got some money.
Oh my God.
Michael Jackson stuff.
All right. With that being said, it's now time
I'm still doing that.
for guest remarks. Wait for announcements.
Oh, okay, cool. So, all right.
Guest remarks. You still a guest because of the interim meeting. You still a guest because of the interim meeting.
One more time.
Just one more time.
Yeah, that's very nice to meet you guys. I really
Table topic. Thanks.
Yeah.
I enjoyed your speech very much as well. We were able to do some animation as well as with more knowledge. Enjoyed it.
Good.
Awesome! Announcements. Well, we already have our speaker tonight. Get up for Tia Boston. Alright, so we can do a quick vote for the table topic speaker. Now, all the persons who spoke in table topics, please stand. Oh yeah, 5. And Kareem.
Minutes.
Alright, so, Mr. Table Topic Master, I know we don't do this. Kareem minutes.
On the virtual platform.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you also spoke.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
Yeah, you got the bread.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kool-Aid, bread, soup, grits, rice, and.
Why didn't I speak?
Oh, you didn't speak.
I asked one question.
Ramen. So.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna vote.
Yeah, he's gonna.
I can pick?
Oh, he gets it? Okay,
Excellent.
sure.
All right.
That's why I don't usually do this.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, so we all come from a struggle, and it's nice to see us kind of do the lessons. So I can say that the one I believe deserves a second box is the person that taught me most.
Who did?
And not only did I learn how to struggle, but I learned how to struggle inside. And I learned from one of these things. So I apologize to everybody, but I can't read this out. So by a show of hands, who believes that our head
Hold on, I was the first, the most bodacious. You're all offended. I'm flabbergasted. And Kareem minutes who never stand up for his role. I'm sure he's
Oh,
stuck.
wow.
And always wearing a hat like he can't get his hair fixed.
Oh my God.
Don't bring him into this.
Go ahead.
So, he can't fix. So, show of hands. Who think that Ashley Minutes is the tabletop speaker tonight?
Yes.
Team like skills.
Whoa.
Know your boys. We gave us only one award. Show of hands. If you think that PTM Bean was the speaker, tabletop speaker tonight. So we have a winner?
Yes.
You vote for your award for it.
Good.
Alright, so next we have.
Oh, yeah, right.
Order. Next up, we have evaluator of the night. All evaluators, please stand up.
One, two, three.
Who's third?
I mean, stand now.
Oh, wait, you.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody.
Sure. Go ahead. Right there.
Mr. G.E. You're about to say one more. No, it's okay. Anyway, go ahead. Oh, right, yeah. I must spend it. Who's the evaluator today? Okay, let's turn our back to them so that you know they can't intimidate you. Who's taking the slides?
Who gave the best critique that you can remember?
Mr. President,
Okay.
if I may.
Go ahead.
Motion for adjournment.
We finished it now. Okay. So just a reminder, when it comes to evaluation, the evaluation is also a speech, which means you
Yes,
need
it
your
is.
introduction, your body in conclusion. Your purpose, of course, is to evaluate the person and not just tell them where you went wrong, but of course, encourage them with improvement, make sure that you key factors like body language and stuff. As well as things that kind of thing. With those factors in mind, yes, that kind of thing. But he just here.
All right, cool, good stuff.
I don't deliver, so I ain't working you. I do not work for Domino's, Marcos, or anything. Yeah, take this.
Yeah. You want to do what you
With that being said, announcements going once. Recognized.
Okay.
But sometimes we should not fool with the things that God gave us. So I would like the person that you will cease and desist. But TM wants his power. I don't know who is yes. TM Jones. So take away his one redeeming quality.
One redeeming wall, I love
Because
it.
now,
Yeah.
it's like people don't believe this.
Oh,
So,
no, not that.
I
Not
urge
that kind
You
of
know
list.
what?
find
Catch me
that
outside.
barber.
Catch me outside, that's it.
I urge you to let me show your hair back. What is going on? Now, like,
You do not make this an official
that's all they
announcement.
have to say. Thank you very much. Trey.
The road session is not until next year. You do not take
You
official.
have to stir the fire now and again. Keep it on.
Every week, you'll get closer and closer to finding new ways of tearing a new one.
Well, thank God, he's self-esteem high. Is he with a dead slip?
Listen, but you know God loves each and every last one of you. So do I. Some of you I love to hug, some of you I love to trip down, some of you I love to leave you. But it's not about me. It was you.
What are they gonna get at?
Announcements? Any more announcements?
Good evening, everybody. Next week is our mock trial. It'll be interesting mock trial if I get approval. I don't know approval has come again. If it comes, a lot of us are covered. So if it comes to pass, the mock trial actually be on the theme of Harry Potter. So it's gonna be very nice. It's gonna be very nice. And I'd love to invite luminaries to be our jury.
Just
That'll
at
be
the
a
time.
part of it. So you're gonna come next week.
Nah, that's fine.
I can get that thing to him and we see.
So yeah, so I would actually send the script inside the group and also.
What is the script, like, we really reading from it?
Okay,
Just send the script.
hold on, let me explain it, if I may. So with the mock
What time
trial,
you gonna be doing? The first, second, third, fourth, fifth?
There's a trial.
no, there's actually a full, so with the mock trial, you have a whole script that is set out. So if you're given a role, you have to look for all of your parts. For example, a witness would have certain lines that they said during the trial. So when you come up here, it's showtime because you're in character. For example, the last mock trial that we did was basically putting Santa Claus on trial. So I had to come up here as someone who got a gift and say they write the lead as Santa stolen. I had to come up here and not in costume, but because the story knows God speaking. So let's just say you want a prosecution, so you have to learn
Dumbledore part,
Or Harry Potter, mine.
whatever part it is, yes.
Yeah, we different parts. Also, it's really true and how what you want.
So this man is currently ready to go. This is stuff ready park. So announcements going twice.
Go on.
Do I have a motion for adjournment?
Yes.
That's a fast life. Let's see you stand up.
No, no.
Not my type.
That's a good thing.
The adjournment, please.
Please.
Recognize. Recognize.
So what was your surprise when I first didn't see you? Because he said Harry Potter.
Hey. Hey, Sasha now.
Visionaries 754.
Triple eight one.
26 at 6:30 p.m. Same place. Same time.
Is there a second?
I second.
Recognize. And the move is like by TM, what you said, and TM minutes. Then we move, that we enter this meeting, the Visionaries by Triple A 1 at 8:40 p.m. All opposed, we speak now. Opposition go once, twice. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all for coming out, on Saturday when you said you were.
All right, y'all, let's have fun.
I have
all the
one.
boys need to walk in.
Or
But my rights,
Thank y'all. Take care.
I got bread. That's what I said I want.
Let's go, walk in the booth.
Hey, I'm at home.
I didn't even.
Hey, I have to go. I have to walk with that. Yeah, hey, who's
Or you pushing me away like
I never push you away like that.
I did.
I would never push you away like that. I never push you away like
Thank you,
that.
Mats.
What?
We can't do karaoke tonight,
you're gonna throw me away.
because, it's what's in front of me right now.
Why you do that, man? Well, at least I'm doing a line and saying, you got your flip in there.
Yeah, but like, this is scratch and put it down, boy, people say you're inside.
I was like, man, on Friday, and now drop it down home. So.
Hey, as soon as the drug dealer come in here, I ain't gonna.
So as what?
There's little things, I worry about money and peace of
I
mind.
ain't getting that job.
I make commission off everything I sell.
Sound like this photo.
I ain't got my hair from nobody, bro. Hey, you got my phone with that.
Sound like that's tonight, nigga.
Listen,
I guess so.
and you showing it to me,
I know I was gonna mess with you. I still wanted, but I was like, oh.
and I got your extra.
I'm definitely the email for the first time. So lucky they ain't been talking yet. Is that like back?
Wait, I wasn't able to go in today, bro. I had a long day.
Jeff.
That's good. I call it in.